really a lot of pressure up on that top side. Sejuani has good melee pairings with both the solo lanes. You get Aatrox into that matchup with Solo, so a better matchup in the 1v1 than the Renekton. But I love the Swain as the answer.
Oh, yeah.
And you would have to really stay home in advantage. It's largely not one you can create in the 1v1. It's going to be more about can they find the dives. Vulcan going to be forced out.
Yeah, Vulcan had to flash away. Jojo puts some damage back into Spica, who now has no mana, no ulti.
And trying to kind of zone them off it, so Jojo can farm these plates.
Alrighty, EG. What can you find? Forcing the flash over the wall from Maple, as now Spica has the Yuumi attached, but he's got to try to find a way out. They're turning it back around. They want to look for the Seraphine, but the stun on Solo stops him from getting the lockdown. Tactical makes his way up into the fight, and now EG's got to be careful. It's a full 5-on-5. Danny's going to be taking low first blood back over to Spica, but TSM loses Maple in the process. Solo and Tactical, they try to get away as the remaining 4 evil geniuses exit out the blue side ramp.
EG into trying to stop them so they didn't actually finish off that mid-turret. Jojo could have just stayed here and they could have played zoning duty, but instead they say, hey, they're in such an awkward position, let's just go fight. So you see Tactical had finished off pushing the bot wave. It's 4v5 during this time period, but like you said, they're trying so hard to get onto Spica. It leaves Danny in this awkward spot where Solo had a really nice engage there onto kind of the backside of EG, and then Danny is just stuck between 2 different huge front lines.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see that ulti connects from Solo, and then he has his Q placed in a way where Danny can basically only flash down to Tactical or up into the rest of the team. EG is fighting off towards that right side of that.
But TSM was on a 3,000
Tactical.
Let's see if Tactical can get away from this one. Chime hops off, hops on. I don't think he's gonna go a whole lot of anywhere now, is he? W2 finds him, and now Chime is trying to run away, but the Yuumi loot pinata!
Playmaking for EG here, no vision for TSM really, as once again, Spica just gonna face check.
Face checks into the Renekton, who swiftly trades onto... Spica, you went over the wall there, buddy. That's not the wall you wanted to go over.
For TSM to force a play on the Scion side than what EG can do up here. So they grab this turret in tier 1. They're going to potentially grab the tier 2. Maple's trying to ult just to save it.
Yeah, Jojo may have stuck around a little bit too long here. Uses the Dominus to get away. He gets past the maximum range of the Swain E, but now Spica's coming in trying to help. Jojo wants to turn it around. He heals up, but he won't heal up enough. TSM get 2.
And it also gives you the added bonus of making it incredibly easy to keep that perma ulti up.
Alrighty, EG, control over the bot side river here. This will be soul point if they can pick it up. TSM, for that very reason, wants to make sure that they can't. But here's one big difference between this game and game number 1 already. It's EG who are in the river first.
EG in the river first, also not a huge range advantage for TSM's comp this time around. Yes, they have the Yuumi poke and you have the Sivir boomerangs, but it's not enough to brute force through 4 melee of EG.
There we go! The engage from Vulcan, the follow-up from Danny, and the damage just pours in, but it's not enough! Danny's gonna be killed first as Evil Geniuses find one back on Spica, and we've got a 4v4. Tactical and Maple still both around. EG's got bad health bars. Maple's not gonna find the E, and now Impact's ready to fight back. Jojo over the wall. The stun. He's done. Inspired with a killing spree as Solo's now looking to force it forward, and Tactical finds the kill into Vulcan with a double back onto Inspired. TSM! 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 EG grouped up, ready to come challenge. Inspired's not here. The jungler still has to make his way over. Luckily, the dragons take forever to kill now. The buffs to their durability made these fights a lot more interesting. Inspired coming around from the flank. EG's still here. Inspired takes the Hex Gate over the wall.
Here comes
now
Solo
he's ready to make his way in, but Solo! Choo-choo! He's ready for an entrance, and EG's ready to try to fight back. Spica there on the front line, he's gonna be stunned up, but it's only a clone. They're still looking to get themselves out, but now the death ball comes through. The shutdown, Impact puts a sword in Tactical's heart, and Maple will die next to him. TSM lose 2, and the Evil Geniuses hatch a plan.
And this time, they cannot kill off Danny, and that makes all the difference there. Not being able to connect on Danny meant so much in this fight.
So this is the first engage here. We're going to find Danny, going to get jumped on. I think it's Solo who lands his ultimate through the team here. Everyone else is running forward. He just targets out Danny and says, I'm going to one-shot you. Basically, by himself, is going to find that kill. Nice adaptation by Spica to find that angle as well. They kill him, and now with it's Spica dead or the Seraphine, obviously a great trade for them. There's just not enough damage to punch through Maple. Unfortunately, the ultimate does run out, and Jojo has a nice turn to get on top of him with Vulcan and finish him off, but that means Tactical has not been focused down this fight.
Yep, and EG did do a really good job of actually kiting out there, making that Swain ult expire. That's what you have to do before the re-engage. But Solo was so big in that fight. You know, the perfectly timed ulti there to immune. This time around, though, Danny able to get the sidestep at the very end there, just barely sneaks around. Otherwise, he would have been in major trouble.
The other thing was there was no Yuumi ultimate up yet, so when Tactical drops his spell shield on Seraphine ult,
every single time, you know, before the dragon fights last game, I would do this. We'd look at the bot side jungles, and it would just be filled with TSM wards. There's not a single one down there in this time. And it's because the mid prio was there, but they find this pick.
Solo's coming in for Danny, hits a max range ulti for a max duration stun, but Danny's still able to reposition, and EG rally around their carry as now Solo finds himself too far forward. He's got to flash away.
So TSM does have TP advantage if they want to try to play through a side.
Yep.
But also Solo is missing his flash, and now Spica could be in some trouble.
Spica loses a little bit of HP. Vulcan coming in looking to make him lose even more. Spica re-engaging. He has the Yuumi looking to help him. Maple with the zone of control here with the ult. Standing next to Tactical, wanting to keep EG away. Danny's going to be killed. Maple takes the credit. Jojo finally made his way into the fight, but is it too late? He flash stuns a clone, and EG continues running away. Solo and Maple continue pushing forward. Impact is separated. Jojo goes back in. He wants Tactical, but he won't get him.
slowly contesting. It's not a very fast Baron on the side of EG.
No, but they do get the teleport out of Solo, who's coming in to join up. Sion ulti makes its way forward, but Vulcan's the only one tanking it up. Sejuani ulti goes wide. There will be no connect from that. Jojo's here on the front. He's getting taken down a little bit, but they gotta be careful because Spica's already gone. Now Solo could be necked. A shield recharges, but TSM's falling back. Vulcan's coming around from the side. He wants the angle. He wants to stop the TSM retreat. Maple has no ulti. He's just an old man who likes birds, and he's gone. Danny picks it up.
Oh, they're trying to force again.
Here comes Solo. He finds his way in, but he only finds Vulcan. Evil Geniuses. Impact's not going to have an ulti for this. He loses World Ender right as the fight really starts breaking out. And that's Maple's signal to go in with the green light. Impact, the target, as Tactical piles on the damage. And they're going to get the resurrection
Swain expires.
out of the EG top laner. Maple no longer has his ulti. He can going to trade 1-for-1. Forcing TSM to come and answer. Inspired with a smite. Spica's not back on the map for another 5 seconds, and he still has to make his way down here even after he respawns. Solo frontlining. TSM will force him back. The Scion to lead the way, the Sivir to follow it up with the damage. It's enough to scare him out.
And look.
There it is. Okay.
Oh. All right, well.
I shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it.
We're unboxing. Let's go.
Here we go. Run Baron. Okay. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's do it again. Back into the game, back into the rift, back into the Baron. Evil Geniuses. They're moving up. They got to stop TSM. Inspire to lead the way. Clearing out some control wards here.
They need vision.
All right, Solo's ready to go in. You don't need a ward when you got a Scion. Speaking gonna lose half HP. TSM backing up a little bit as EG piled forward. Maple's doing a great job zoning everybody away, but the pressure is there. Inspired is there. Tactical is gone. Maple is gone. Pika is gone. TSM is gone.
Inspire takes over the fight. He kills the backline off by himself, and EG are gonna TP in for the win.
Evil Geniuses don't need the Baron now. They're going straight for the Nexus.
9-1-10 Inspired chain CC combos Tactical to death with the Anathema's chain and gives Evil Geniuses their first win in the series.
That is huge for EG. We were talking about where the game might go. It was a good call from TSM, but the team fighting team fights right. EG ties it up.